All Super Pro WrestlePersons are highly trained professional athletes. Do not attempt to copy their performances or actions. This program is solely intended for your viewing pleasure.
Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck, Amelia?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant.
My legs.
Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't leave this at home.
Hello and welcome everybody to the WRESTLEVERSE. This is a weekly show which will feature creations not just by myself but by other creators as well, to give an inter-promotional feel. We do matches by request, we throw matches together. There's a Twitch.tv title which will be defended every show, and an 8-person battle royal which will determine the contender for next week. But first I have, poor Laura, or poor Carrie Page. An open challenge. Whoa, I'll note that down. But our first match, featuring two different creators, one created by our friend Sasha from Red Max, and the other created by Hannah, who runs Wrestle Parade. This is the match I was on about last week that I wanted to do and we kind of ran out of time. It's a baseball special. Lizzie St. Lawrence versus Babe Ruthless. Is dawning here. Not that I know of. Although they might be later, I don't know. We're talking baseball. I will set up the betting momentarily. Again, British, that's people from the same promotion. Yes, it is, C. Diddy. That's the bear fight that I'm setting up since you didn't know what it meant last time. I will say, I came up with the nickname the Big Bitch Hitter, and I'm very proud of that. Slade Craven? Yeah, of course, Kennedy. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to fit in as many people's stuff as possible. So there's like a bit of everyone's.
Fight.
Which is why I implemented the interpromotional only thing. Yeah, implemented it last week, remember, British. Oh, Fizz press straight out the gate. Kick to the tummy wummy.
Give up.
Oh, I like that, Morrigan. I'm doing okay, Slade Craven. How's your good self?
Give up.
Premier Wrestle, Evergreen Wrestling Federation. I still need to download them lot. As I said, because of all the preparation last week for the Hyper Bowl, I'm a bit behind on some stuff.
Give up.
And yeah, I'm trying to implement the interpromotional thing, essentially because I don't want it to just be like, you know, this person's like this promotion versus that same promotion all the time. Like, the idea I'm trying to cultivate is that it's all like interpromotional, like exhibition matches, so to speak. Like a casual hangout for Fire Pro enthusiasts with matches that you might not see elsewhere. That's what I'm going for. Oh, I noticed that request. I will get to that once this match is done. Oh, you've got to give them that baseball strike. Thank you again for the bits. Wrestling Cup Classic. If anyone doesn't follow Wrestling Cup Classic, you should. They put on great shows. Again, kind of like this, where it's not just themselves, but other creators are involved as well. Very charismatic, entertaining commentary. You should absolutely check them out. There's a Fire Pro enthusiast, hello Chainsaw, how you doing? And a hefty win for Babe Ruthless. Damn fine match though. I mean, 80% to start things off, certainly nothing to be ashamed of. It's when you start getting below that that you start to worry. I wonder if we're all enthusiasts, Slade Craven. Oh, totally, Muta, totally. Oh, every damn time I forget to deactivate that intro. Okay, so next up was the Brandon Foley Open Challenge. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to pick Brandon Foley, then I'm going to pick a promotion at random and a wrestler at random. Okay, so here's the promotion. Okay. Hello, Kiwi Bird, how you doing? I'm doing fine. Welcome to the WRESTLEVERSE. It was not Wrestle. It was not Super Pro Wrestle. Okay, tonight. So I'm not going to say who until obviously the entrance, but I will say it is one of Firehawks. So I'll set up the betting thing to coincide with the second entrance. Okay, so for anyone who's here who's maybe new, we do set up a thing where you can bet your channel points on who will win the match. This one, the betting will only start during the second entrance because it's a surprise open challenge thing. Here he comes. Look at this mean ambulance worker. Basically devastates his opponents to get the premium driving them to the hospital. And his opponent, Arthur Wright from Phoenix Rising. So you can get those bets in now. I quite like this attire, Firehawk. I'm kind of the same way though, like I get what you mean. Trauma Team, not to be confused with Trauma Team, which is something very, very different. That's something I've always thought, Firehawk, like, just in general, I mean, like how good the Fire Pro community is at making people look distinct with what is ultimately a very simplistic, graphically game. Like, Dawnbreaker's very good at it. Oh yeah, the New Japan, like, not just that, but like, not even just the parts themselves, but how some of them are very clearly like a step above the default parts in terms of how they look. Especially the faces. I'm not sure. I'll have a think about that, British. The main one I'm trying to come up with right now is like, and just so everyone knows, I'm not ripping off British. Like, I have been thinking a while to do a lucha promotion, because that was what Super Anus was originally created for, and then I got sidetracked by other stuff. I'm not sure what the full name's going to be yet, other than I want the acronym to be DMCA. Simply because of how little of a shit lucha promotions give about copyright. Oh, thank you, Wrestling Cup Classic. Yeah, we've got, because besides everyone else's stuff, I've got a few promotions. So we have Super Pro Wrestle, which is, that's their stuff that started out on the 2K games, which is the ones that are actually myself, like based on myself and friends, which we originally did in the 2K games because of like the face scan stuff and that. And obviously then it was a lot more about aesthetic than match quality. I've got Europa Star Pro, which is like a mainland Europe wrestling promotion I'm working on. We've got Nippon Style Frontier Wrestling, or NSFW, which is basically like a New Japan knockoff. We've got, I'm starting up a Joshi one called Majesty. We've got Honks, which is our shoot fight promotion. De Mundial. I like it. De Mundial Catch Association. There, we've got it. Thank you again, Wrestling Cup Classic. I'm actually going to be updating it soon, now that we've got more creators like Firehawk and Hannah and Senator and Geese involved. Just to like get a bit of everyone's stuff. Oh, Arthur, right, with the win. So, Amelia Hart versus Lydia Paxton. That one in there. So okay, this next one.
He was trying to fuck on me!
Someone fucked on someone, I don't know. Yes, I did, British.
I'm coming!
I think we're all coming. So next up was one of Steel Morgan's ones, which will be... So it's going to be Tenkaware, which is one of Steel Morgan's creations. Oh, the voice chat commands are a subscriber thing, Corrupted Chaos. Let's see now. What's the feed the bear thing for points? So, you know how sometimes Slade Craven will... Thank you very much, Canaanite, for gifting the subscription to Corrupted Chaos. That's very, very kind of you. Everyone's lovely. Okay, so Tenkaware versus Alicia Gordon. Alicia Gordon being one of Orochigise's creations. I'm the same, Firehawk. I am the absolute same. And if you ever try a chat command, like one of the voice ones, and it doesn't work, it's just because there's a cooldown on them to stop them getting like spammed constantly. Okay. Yeah, GGH's favourite band. Soggy Biscuit. No, Soggy Cookie. Yes. I appreciate that, Corrupted Chaos. Thank you. Yeah, they did it all for the cookie, Canaanite. Come on, the cookie. The booing you can hear in the background for my jokes is my partner Joanna, by the way. Well, here we go, the default theme. Wake up and smell the coffee. So yeah, for anyone new, the weekly streams are, we have this, which is just matches by request, inter-promotional stuff, exhibition between promotions. On Thursdays I do Phasmophobia with Courtney Rush and our friend Raibuka. Although we're talking about doing something else at one point, albeit another spooky game. Just so that we don't get bored of Phasmophobia, basically. On Friday we do Friday Banjo, which is the Super Pro Wrestling one, which is mostly like my own creations and storyline stuff and that. And weekends are usually just whatever. Gordon's deal is just that she's tough as fuck, basically. Jim, being one of Geese's edits and all. Call it Stinky Mound. Ever so British. This is twinning, Kennedy. Fleshy Mound is good. Let me think. A good name for a Smoky Mountain parody. I think you like something like Foggy Bump. I like the idea of Bump being in it, you know, for their mock cornet. Steamy Valley's a good one. I like that Kung Fu Kitten. Well, that was a nice combo there from Alicia Gordon. Fuck my wife wrestling. My wife. That's true, Corrupted Chaos. We do already have an FMW. Wait. Interference. Not like this. Not like this.
Fucking! He was trying to fuck on me.
He is trying to fuck on her. And it's kind of working. Boo! Good old wrestling's a good one. You know, like simple and to the point, you know?
Limp Bizkit!
Yeah, big massive boos to that. Everyone who bet on Alicia Gordon, have your ill-gotten points. And by everyone I mean Jim. Borat Club. My wife detected. Yeah, I love it, Maggle. Right, so next match we're going to get a debut. And for his cheek interfering in that match, Thunderstrike of Justice is going up against this guy. Shimazu Senju. Get y'all bets in. Yeah, Shimazu Senju is essentially the latest in, you know, not just Canaanites, not just mine, but like, I believe Morgan as well, and some other people, the latest in the long line of, we really fucking like the Yakuza games. Wrestlers. Because God knows I've got a junior heavyweight modelled on Ichiban, so... How are you doing tonight, Kung Fu Kitten, anyway? I missed you at the start there. Bell Bottom Tsuchiya is such a good name, Jim. Thunderstrike of Justice, representing the Universal Battle League. One of the longest running feds in Fire Pro. He interfered in that last match, Muta, so this is his punishment. Oh yeah, they're straight up scrapping. You're a violent man. I think you missed the betting, Kiwi. Come on. That's weird. Are you on a mobile device or a actual computer? Yeah, I'll extend the window next time. Huh. Nope, just cleaned his clock with that lariat there. Oh yeah, that's our senior official, Corrupted Chaos, Big Hands Johnson. Oh really? That's weird, because on my end it does have the, like, the thing for choose outcome for this match. Yeah, his hands are so muscly, Corrupted Chaos, from all the counting he does. So we've just got a proper fight here. I love it personally. Two big boys dropping each other on their domes. Huh. That's strange. Yeah, two meaty men slapping meat. Knee to the gut. Bread basket, whatever you want to call it. It's effective, knocking the wind out of his opponent. Will you stop, Spike Dragon? Oh, Big Hans Johnson taking a knee there. They must be playing the national anthem somewhere. Wait a minute. Turnabout is fair play. That's Colossus Maximus running in now. He's not actually done anything except shout so far. Yeah, where were you during the last match? Oh, kick to the plums. And they fair barreled him there. Tickling his bum. Straight. He's trying for a power bomb there. Got reversed. Now tickling the nuts. Oh, giving them those stiff elbows. Thunderstrike though, still not giving up. As I said, just two strong boys dropping each other on their domes. Slow load. And that'll do it. Had a bit of a hand from Colossus Maximus, but that's what you get when you run into a match. That's karma. Shimazu Senju with the win. Let's see. Go this match next. That was best match of the night so far, according to the dirty sheets anyway. Setting up the next one. And okay. Like, I played Fire Pro the other week on like the NL stream. I was one of the challengers to Johnny. I beat him, by the way. Beat him while playing as Amy Alonzi, no less. Right, so the next betting on, I'm going to set it to double the time. So you've got a bit longer to get those in. I wasn't playing as Holyrood, I was playing as Amy Alonzi. I did see that, but I thought it was like an onion thing or something. And like apparently they got caught because they were just sat about giggling at it. I'm gonna guess they were really high. Cometa rojo y fuego de cielo. That means skyfire, Maggle.
Fight.
So Alex King, fresh, well, don't know if I'd say fresh, but coming off the back of that Herculean effort at the Hyper Bowl.
Bring it.
I don't know. You're talking like Brakowski in that, right? Yeah, a fine showing by Alex King. Lasted over 54 minutes, 6 eliminations.
Bring it.
And we can confirm, based on that performance, when we do have coming up, it will be a team of Holyrood's choosing against like Team Regime. If Holyrood's team win, then the Hyper Bowl will be restarted from the time that imposter made himself known. Whereas if the Regime team, the result stands. And based on his performance in the Hyper Bowl, Alex King is Holyrood's first pick.
Bring it. Bring it. Bring it.
That's exactly what it is, Zal. It's a bye-bye Baba match.
Bring it.
I mean, we could do that. I mean, Knight, he was screwed out of the opportunity. That'll be coming up, and if the Hyperbole match does get restarted from that point, that will take place at the show Speed Bump, because as always there is a speed bump on the road to Thistlemania. Awesome versus Giant Baba. I'll do that afterwards because those match request things are supposed to be for like our own created stuff, but I will do like Awesome Giant Baba afterwards because that would be fun. How many matches are in so far? Well, this is match number 5. We will be having at least 5 more, because there's 5 more noted down. Sorry, 6 more noted down. No, wait, I'm wrong. 5. But that includes... We're going to do a repeat of last... Oh no, get more requests in, Morgan. Don't let other people get in your way. That's exactly the kind of mentality I was trying to get rid of with you know, making it inter-promotional, because I don't want it to be all like, you know, someone requests like, you know, 3 matches on the bounce and someone else feels like they can't get their stuff in. That's not what I want. Because bear in mind that includes, we'll be doing a Battle Royal again. Where the winner will get the Twitch.tv championship opportunity next week. And obviously the main event with Pocket Knife Jack Black defending the Twitch.tv championship. Oh, that'll be that then. Okay, All-Time Pro Random versus Senator Random. I can dig that. Right, so note that down. What is next? Well, I'll swap those around just so that it's not 2 tag team matches on the bounce. Okay, so next up's a shoot fight. Okay, that scream kind of got me. Thank you very much for the bits, Wrestling Cup Classic.
Limp Bizkit!
Our opponent will be... you. So Amelia Duncan versus Mixed Martial Panda. Get the betting set up and ready. And get your bets in. It was Spot Monkey that left, yes.
You know who I am. But you don't
Oh
know
shit!
why I'm here.
Effie Raiden, holy shit! Hello! Welcome in! Make yourselves at home! How are you all doing? How was Effie's stream? What were you watching? Oh, that's good. I mean, I do enjoy watching Effie's streams when he does the Monday Night Raw. It's always very good. Thank you, Notorious DSG and HV Easy for the follows. We are doing this stream. It's called WRESTLEVERSE. Hello, welcome. Thank you, Aero Legend, for the follow. This stream is it's all made up wrestlers, made up by myself, by some of our friends in the chat, doing matches by request, and people can bet channel points on who they think will win. Thank you, Static Rope, for the follow. But this one's going to be a shoot fight between a woman, half panda. I do a lot of Fire Pro streams with this. It's like, as I said, characters created by myself and by friends. I also sometimes do guest booking streams where I have independent wrestlers on to guest book a show in Fire Pro's promoter mode. And because of the way the world is right now and everything, what we do during those is we set it up so that rather than having my PayPal or whatever in the donation link, it'll go to the charity of the guest's choice. We just did one a couple of days ago with Speedball Mike Bailey. It was a lot of fun. In fact, yes, yesterday. Thank you, Dr. Bucket, for the follow. Very much appreciated. Speedball is an absolute sweetheart of a human being. Cannot say enough nice things about that man. So, I tell you what, right? Since Effie raided, how about... okay, thank you, the Death Witch, for the follow. Since Effie raided, how about... Because there's a thing we do, chat, which is we finish off a Fire Pro stream by putting a real wrestler in a shoot fight with a bear. And one time, someone put Effie against the bear. And Effie won. Effie beat the bear. Would you lot like a rematch of Effie versus a bear in a shoot fight? Effie going over on top of a bear. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. Well, I think Big Ass Panda would be going too far, Jim. Oh, the panda's busted open. These shoot fights refereed, as always, in this case, by the Giant from Twin Peaks. And Amelia Duncan beats Mixed Martial Panda. Which is something of an upset, because Mixed Martial Panda is something of a legend on these streams. Rated 76% by the Dirty Sheets. Okay, so to the chat, to all the new people who came in. The Effie versus the bear fight. Would you like it to be in a cage like that one, or would you like it to be in a ring? Oh, don't sweat it, Chainsaw, don't sweat it. You're all good. Yeah, a raid from Effie of all people. I have been trying to get Effie to do one of the guest booking streams. Ring, we've got one for ring, one for cage. Ring. We've got another for cage. Cage. Everyone, most people seem to be saying cage. It is a big fight atmosphere, no less. So here we go. A giant bear. Too far. Or we could do one of each. Versus Effie. And I'll set up a betting thing for this first. So for those of you who follow and how you get the channel points, the way I'm setting this up is you can bet channel points on who you think will win. Yeah, we're just taking a mid-WRESTLEVERSE break, Jim, to do something a bit of fun by way of thanks for the Effie raid. Oh yeah, I've got quite a I've got quite a vast selection of wrestlers in here, like real wrestlers. Like, there's quite a. If you look on, I don't know how many of you own the game, but on the Steam Workshop, there's quite a good selection of independent wrestlers, particularly US ones. I would really like, yeah, I'm going to need to try and get him back in touch with Effie to see about getting him in to do a guest booking stream. The way those work, it's in the promoter mode in the game. We've got our own roster, which is made up of previous guests that we've had, plus Effie would be added to that, obviously. Oh yeah, I've got the Street Fighter characters. I've got Tifa and Aerith from Final Fantasy VII as well. And they can also try and bring in wrestlers either from other companies or free agents, although not all of them will say yes. But yeah, and it's usually a good bit of fun. I would really like to have Effie on for one of them, because I think that would be a lot of fun. And I know, obviously, he does a lot of work for like LGBT charities, so I know he would pick a good one of those as well. Here we go, chat. Now, for the record, I did not make this Effie. All I did was add the fishnet tights when they became a thing, when Partscraft became available. Oh, Effie sinking the head in the bear, snapmare, take over. The bear's right back up because, you know, it's a bear. Chris Hero, as always, looking on in the front row. Oh, the bear bringing out the extra sharp claw. But it is not sharp enough to cut open the forehead of Effie this early into the fight. Shot to the gut from Effie. Fireman Carey take over. I mean, Effie's getting his shots in. You know, he's fighting smart. Trying to knock the wind out of the bear, it looks like, which is a smart manoeuvre. But that's a smart manoeuvre for the bear, bringing out that extra sharp claw again. Oh yeah, he's impersonating Michael Chase. Oh, squatting on the bear's head. Effie just teabagged a bear. Can you believe it? Maybe the least surprising thing I've ever said on a stream. And that bear's going to be left with a limp biscuit once Effie's done with it. Thank you very, very much, Simply Zalp, for the gifted subs. That is very, very much appreciated. Thank you so, so much for your generosity. We're into round 2.
Your loyalty demands to have one's cake and eat it too.
Yeah, so Effie is fighting smart. The bear not really getting the better of him.
To have one's cake and eat it too.
Oh, but the bear's biting him. And now Effie is sporting the crimson mask. But he's still fighting. I mean, Effie does have previous. He has beaten this bear before. The bear with the takedown, but again, Effie reverses it into a guillotine choke. Impaler DDT from Effie. Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, hello, I'm Ginger. I run this here channel. I also run the Wrestling Without Context account on Twitter, although that's been largely inactive since last summer for, obvious reasons for anyone that follows wrestling. Kind of became a wee bit disillusioned, but you know, I still try to find the time to find the fun stuff in wrestling. Whether through this or watching independent wrestling on the likes of IWTV. But the stuff we do here is essentially, it's just a combination of my love of video games and wrestling. Oh, Effie! Trying to choke out the bear, but not the right head. Oh, Fire Thunder Driver! Now we're into the murder round here. It is very seldom that any of these fights, one way or another, go past the third round. Oh, absolutely, HVZ. It's... Oh, the bear gets the win this time. So they are one apiece. Fuck you, bear. Fuck you, bear is right. Hello, Hyper Sniper. How you doing? Oh, shit. Picked the wrong thing. So, because now we need to do the rubber match, because Effie has beaten the bear before. So now we're going to do the rubber match in a ring. So it will be a giant bear versus, and as you can see, quite a wide selection of wrestlers we've got there, and that's just the independent ones. Oh no, we need the mat with the sponsors. Here we go. Bear versus Effie. Free. Yeah, this is the rubber match, Jim. Oh yeah, and I'll set up the bet. Because I'm very bad for forgetting that kind of thing. The bear very lucky there that its fur didn't catch fire. And I know Effie does use like different music quite a lot of the time. This is one, I don't know if he's used it in a while. Alright, so tying up. Oh, Effie gets the better of the strikes there. Hits the ropes. Hurricane Rana. There's a big scoop slam from the bear. Hello Jen, how you doing? We're having a mid-WRESTLEVERSE break because we got raided by Effie. Oh, Kiwi Bird was not kidding when they said they went all in on Effie. Holy moly. I'm looking at those numbers there. But a lot of money going on the bear as well. Well, money, points, you know what I mean. Bear sends Effie into the ropes, into that big paw. And as you see, this bear well versed in the submission arts. As it hits the ropes for a big boy senton. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there from Effie. Round 2. As decreed by the giant from Twin Peaks. You see, Effie is fighting smart, you know. Stick and move. Oh, trying for the Rana again, went to the well once too often. Effie gets the Bulldog, bear just pops right back up. And there's a spear from the bear on Effie. Oh, cravat. Effie putting those classical wrestling skills to good use. He's really taking it to the bear in this round. I mean, if you were scoring it on points, I would have to give it to Effie so far. The problem is that the bear hits that much harder. Thank you very much, the Bald Monkeys, for the follow. Very, very much appreciate it. Oh! Shoving the junk in the face of the bear there, but Effie's still going. He is marauding the bear in this round. But there's a bear with the bear hug! The bear hug! Oh, here we go. Titty smack battle. On right in time, the bear was bringing out another extra sharp claw. Effie saved by the proverbial bell there. Bear hug again! But bears can't climb turnbuckles, you fool! And the bear's starting to come back into it. But Effie, not to be denied. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Nikki Homicide. Scorpion death drop. Effie, not done there. Cheeks to the face. And the bear. The referee administering the count for the first time. The bear was up in pretty quick fashion. Extra sharp claw. And now administering the count to Effie. Up at the count of 4. And a giant swing. Oh no. Hello, New Music Inferno. Welcome. You join us for Effie versus a bear. And thank you for the follow as well, very much appreciate it. Oh! Try to rip the head. Clean off! But there's that extra sharp claw again. Hello, PF3000 and Notorious DSG. Alright, Effie's still in it. Breaks the back like so with the knee. But there's a bear hug! Effie, saved by the bell. Too intact to be Effie's, that's very true. Impaler DDT! Bear sends Effie into the ropes for a spear. We're past the murder round. Effie getting up that little bit slower. But he's still in it. The round limit's like 15 HVZ, and it's very rare that they go... I think we've only had them go past round 4 like a couple of times, to be honest. Uh-oh! Face plant, and Effie struggling to get to his feet this time. But he's up! And thrown down by the bear again. But he's still fighting on with everything he has. Fire Thunder Driver! Scorpion Death Drop! Has the bear in position for a flying head scissors out of the ring. And he's not stopping there. Off the ropes. Huge tope suicida. Implant DDT on the floor. And these two taking it to the outside. The bear biting Effie, which hurts more, on the floor. That rhymes, Margin. You know it rhymes. Admit it. Oh, that bear's showing that They hungry. Face plants Effie into the floor. But Effie still not giving up. Oh. Playing a bit of possum there. Yeah, he tired. So here we go, round 5. Charges in with the back elbow. Referee administering the count. The bear slow to its feet. Effie wins! Effie just beat a bear in a shoot fight. Do you believe in miracles? Well, that was no miracle because Effie's done it before and now he has done it again. Everyone who bet on Effie, take your points. You've earned them. It's a steep learning curve, Dark Flame. It's a very steep learning curve. Right, where was I? Because we were doing a card. What we do on Wednesdays on this channel. Oh no, the game just crashed. Fret not, I'll restart it. Yeah, so what we do on... Oh, no problem at all, Dr. Bucket. What we do on this channel on a Wednesday is we do... this is what we do. It's called WRESTLEVERSE. And it is original creations by myself and by some of our friends in the chat. And we just put on matches that we think would be fun. It's like, there's a lot of people out there who stream Fire Pro with their own creations. And the idea of this is just to, you know, maybe matches that you wouldn't ordinarily see on like my streams or Dawnbreaker's stream or Firehawk's stream or, you know, whoever. Just casual little bit of fun. And ordinarily, the bear fights against real wrestlers are how we end the streams. Especially when we do the guest booking streams that I mentioned, because it's always fun to hear the wrestlers' reactions when I go, right, who would you like to put in a shoot fight with a bear? And some wrestlers have beaten the bear. As I said, Effie beat the bear, he just did there again. Chris Hero beat the bear. Max the Impaler beat the bear. Peyton Royce beat the bear. What I would recommend, there's a couple of websites out there, Dark Flame, that have, they are quite in depth, but they have guides on how to properly create someone, like how to, like the logic part of it, how to like sort that stuff out and how to get it to do what you want, so to speak. Like I was lucky, like when I first got a Fire Pro game, which was like back in like 2004, I think. That was Fire Pro Returns for the PS2, and there was quite a vibrant, like a small but loyal Fire Pro community online, and I was lucky that most of them are like really nice people, and they just took me in and taught me on how the game works and stuff like that. So what did I have next? Amelia Hart versus Lydia Paxton. So Amelia Hart is from an in-game promotion, a created promotion called Wrestle Parade, created by Hannah, who unfortunately is not here right now because of, you know, time difference. Probably not British, but what I'll do is I'll put one of them in the 8-way. Because I do try, for anyone that's new, I do try to limit the matches a bit. Thank you for the follow, Dark Flame. Just so that, you know, it's not, the stream isn't overrunning. Because all those promotions that you can see there are like created by either myself or one of our friends in the chat here. I mean, this one here is all actually real wrestlers, but it's all either parodies of wrestlers or versions of wrestlers that are like, that at least some of us know who are like in on the joke, so to speak. One of them is actually our Twitch.tv champion right now. Oh yeah, all-time pro. So that's Jim's stuff. Jim's in the chat. And he picked Lydia Paxton. Wait, where's Lydia Paxton from again? Do I have Lydia Paxton? Is that a new one, Jim? Have I missed someone? Have I been a big dumb smelly? Oh, yes, Lydia Paxton's Skyline, of course. For anyone that doesn't know, this is the PC version, Kiwi Bird. So, Skyline is something a bit interesting. Skyline is created by a Fire Pro streamer by the name of Dawnbreaker. And Skyline is essentially a gender-flipped 205 Live. Like, Lydia Paxton is supposed to be, obviously, Pac. We've got Lindsay Dorada. Oh, not just 205 Live, but Jenny Cannoli there's obviously supposed to be Johnny Gargano. There was Naomi Dorset, wear space pants. You know, stuff like that. We're going to play the Thundercats music over this. Oh, I do this all the time, I do apologise. I'm not the big pro streamer that Effie is. Right, so Amelia Hart. Lydia Paxton. So set the bet into 2 minutes. So if there's one of the, I mean, I know it might be difficult for some of the newer people who maybe haven't seen them, but if there's someone you like the look of, you can bet on them to win. And Lydia Paxton is essentially just Lady Pac, so. And for anyone that's new to the game as well, those links that Chainsaw put in the chat are guides written to how logic works in the Fire Pro games that are very, very useful if you're picking the game up. Because, as I said, it is a very steep learning curve. But it's very rewarding once you get the hang of it. Also, again, if anyone missed it, I stream all through the week, most of the time. Wednesday is WRESTLEVERSE night. Thursday I play Phasmophobia with my friend Rybuka and Courtney Rush, aka Rosemary from Impact Wrestling. Although we're going to be maybe adding in some other kind of horror type games as well, just so that we don't get bored with Phasmophobia. Oh yeah, it's hugely rewarding, Nikki. So like with Fire Pro, like just as an easy example, like if you made The Rock, there's a thing in the creation called priorities, which you can use to set what a wrestler will follow something up with. So if you made The Rock, you can set it so that he always leads into the people's elbow with that spine buster he does, and then goes for the pin. And things like that. You can even like change things like how they sell or how fastidious they are about like ring positioning, how likely they are to, like, when they're going for the pin, to drag their opponent away from the ropes, things like that. Because there is a thing in the game called Ukemi, which is not very well explained in the game. For lack of a better way of putting it, it's selling. Where what you can do is, well, the way it's explained in the game's like New Japan story mode is that when you're in a grapple like that, there's a button you can press to which basically allows your opponent to do one of their moves. Which sounds kind of counterproductive, right? But in the game it explains that like a match can't just be about you. You've got to be able to show how you can come back with your fighting spirit kind of thing. Like from taking a beating. So you do that. Basically the Ukemi thing sets how often your character in an automated match like this will let their opponent do a move that ordinarily they would be able to reverse. But what it also doesn't tell you is when they do that, when they take a move like that where they let the opponent do it, it builds up a hidden meter called Spirit. Yeah, exactly, Grunion. It's like knowing how to fall. So it builds up a hidden Spirit meter, which your wrestler, when they're on their last legs physically, can all of a sudden get like a big like second wind spirit boost and start coming back. So you can use that meter in the game to like make like a John Cena type who gets his ass kicked for like 25 minutes and then comes back like Superman at the end. As an example. Whereas you can set it really low if you were making like a shoot fighter who isn't going to let their opponent do shit, who they're going to just try and win as quickly as possible. Also, for anyone that's thinking of getting into the game, we do have a Discord below for this channel. And I won't lie, it is mostly me and a lot of the chat regulars nerding out about Fire Pro. And you can use, we talk a lot about how to create wrestlers and stuff. And there's people in there like Dawnbreaker who, goodness knows, know a lot more than me when it comes to making a character in Fire Pro. Ah, okay, Canaanite. That was what was screwing it for you. This has been a damn fine match, actually. And as you can see, all the regulars are, you know, very nice, welcoming people. And I know you, a lot of the newer people here came from Effie's stream. So, obviously, Effie is someone who very much tries to cultivate an inclusive community, and we try to do the same here. You know, regardless of anything like, you know, sexuality, gender identity, you know, whatever, you're welcome here. Every time as well, I forget how well the Thundercats theme goes with Fire Pro matches. Oh, is that what they're doing, Kane and I? That's sneaky. That's very sneaky. Well, what wasn't sneaky was that win. That was well earned. Hard fart victory. Both of them went hard. %, scored. You know, not counting the Effie Bear fights, I think that's our highest rated of the night. Also, I clicked the wrong thing on the betting thing because I'm a dumb idiot. And I don't know if there's a way I can undo it. So, it's not like it's real money or anything, you know. So someone from All Time Pro, so I'll do that in random. Tiger. And it was versus one of Senators. So we'll go Lightning Pro for this one. Masa Tokugawa. I always have the screen up while I'm picking Kiwi Bird. But thank you for reminding me, because it is the kind of thing I am liable to forget. So get your bets in. Oh, absolutely. And as I said, Darkflame, if you join the Discord below, there's me, myself, and a lot of the chat regulars are in there. We'll be happy to offer any advice that we can. So here we go to the match. Our referee, as usual, is our senior official, Big Hands Johnson. You know, I was thinking, because I was watching Effie's Monday Night Raw the other night, and I really want to make a regular Jeff. Just a regular guy. Happy to put people over, shakes hands when he wins. Or loses. Normal Todd. The guy he was calling regular Jeff, I'm sure that was Mike Modest. Who, if anyone has seen the documentary Beyond the Mat, and if you haven't, I strongly recommend it. Mike Modest was one of the guys who was getting a WWF tryout in that. But think of the AEW console game being used. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it's good. Like, between obviously Fire Pro, there was the AAW game that came out. Obviously used to be Chikara branded, isn't any longer for obvious reasons. There's the Retromania one that's coming out. There's an independent guy who's working on like a deathmatch game. And obviously now there's like the AEW game coming out. And I think it's really good to, for like myself being a wrestling fan who loves games, that there's going to be a bit of choice again beyond just the WWE games. Oh yeah, Retro. I mean, I used to love playing the original WrestleFest in the arcades, and it looks like it's just a remake of that in all but name, and obviously with a new roster. But yeah, I think it's next month that's out. Is it this month or next month? In fact, I was talking on stream the other day, or wait, no, oh no, I was talking to Sasha and Amelia actually, and I had an idea for a wrestling game. Oh yeah, Wrestling Empire by M. Dickey. I knew there was one I was forgetting. And the M. Dickey games, as clunky and buggy as they are always a lot of fun. But the idea I've had for a wrestling game, and it actually came to me while playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now picture this. If anyone's played the Yakuza games, imagine like maybe like a small town or row of buildings or whatever. Like about the size of Kamurocho and Yakuza games. You're a wrestler. There's it's a massive online multiplayer as well. And you're in timed servers. And the idea is that it's built around the DDT Heavy Metal Weight Championship. So like basically hardcore title rules. And each game goes for maybe like an hour or whatever. And you're all trying to get the title. Yes, Chainsaw. And like say if you've got the title and you get pinned, you do like a respawn at a different location so that you're not all just crowding the person at the same time. That's my idea for a wrestling game. If you're late for a match, can you run with toast in your mouth? Sure! I mean, if it was based on the DDT Heavy Metal Weight Championship, you couldn't not have goofy stuff in there, you know? Kind of like a Battle Royal, yes, Kung Fu. Yeah, you've the right idea, Grunion. But with pins, and only one person can be the champion. But you also have to watch out for inanimate objects following on you, otherwise the inanimate object might become the champion. Of course, referring to former DDT Heavy Metal Weight Championship, ladder. Or like you could do the gimmick like in Raw 2 where you backstage you can like drop boxes on people's heads. And the percentage was 84. So we're hitting solidly tonight. Have your points, people who betted on Tiger Tiger. Okay, next will be a tag team match. Featuring who? Let's find out. Can the title win itself? Probably. Has the DDT Heavy Metal Weight Championship ever won itself? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Steel Morgan says yes, it was the 1000th champion. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Alright, so we're going from this. So this will be an extremely cursed tag team match. Who to make the opponents? Let's have a look. Alright, we'll go with two Hannahs. Okay, so because we're getting closer to the end here, it will be Gristle McFornbody and Literal Giant Baba taking on two members of Starfleet from Wrestle Parade. For those of you who are new here, Literal Giant Baba is very, very cursed. Bump the speed up a little bit. So going on a bit longer than I meant it. And we've still got two matches to go after this, one of which will be an 8-person elimination match. The other one will be our main event, which is for the Twitch.tv Championship. Last week, one of Ever So British in the chats people earned the right to have a go at that title. Oh yeah, so again, for anyone new here, on Sunday I did a 69-person Royal Rumble in this game, and I accidentally picked the wrong Giant Baba. I picked actual Giant Baba as opposed to literal Giant Baba, and actual Giant Baba only went on to win the bloody thing. What's his gimmick? He's a giant baby. Going up against Starfleet. I thought you watched Twin Peaks kind of night. They talk a lot about tulpas and that. And as I said, I've bumped the speed up a wee bit. Now, worth noting, Gristle McFornbody, who is in the ring, I was the winner of our Rookie of the Year tournament. And I just realised, because these two are fast enough as it is. But this wasn't even someone I put in as a joke, Gazero Hog. This was someone I put in by accident. Here comes literal Giant Baba, who was shafted out of his hyperbole appearance. I need to catch up on AEW probably. The last one I watched was the Brody Lee tribute show, which obviously I wasn't going to miss that one. I thought it was a very good show, very lovingly done. It was the perfect mix of like loving, very touching tributes and just putting on a damn fun show to, you know, I guess like make people smile through the pain. I really did like that show. It was very, very good. Beach Blast. Oh, okay. I might need to check that out. Oh, wrestling weddings, those are always fun. Miro bursts out a cake. Force of habit's a terrible thing. Chuck Taylor's going to do something. Oh my god. Now I need to watch. Because I do like Chuck Taylor a lot. Miro might turn on Kip, which is very different to turning him on. Oh, now as we see that baby is teething, busting open. Unfortunately, I only ever got to see Chuck Taylor wrestle live once. And that was when they did the Chikara show in Glasgow. When they did the UK tour a few years ago. For anyone looking for a time frame on that, it was the same show that Kimberly lost the title at. And the encore match was when Chuck was using different names because of Stokely Hathaway having the rights to the Chuck Taylor name. So he was How We Do It, but announced like, this is How We Do It! In fact, Stokely was on that same show, like as, you know, Chuck Taylor TM. And it was him against Officer Warren Barksdale. He did use Scoot Tatum at one point as well, yes, Dougie. It was a really, and the cool thing was, a lot of the people that were there, like, weren't necessarily big Chikara fans or anything. They just went along because it was like a wrestling show a bit out of the ordinary. Because Glasgow is very much a wrestling city. And like the amount of people who had never seen people like, you know, like Stokely or the Ice Creams before who were like popping big time for them was great. Oh, the Baby was looking to land the temper tantrum there. That baby is cursed, damn it. Oh, he did the deal! Nobody kicks out the Falcon Arrow. Rock and roll indeed. Uh-oh. Carolyn left there from Gristle McFornbody. And a deadlift German. Tornado DDT. Oh yeah, everyone in the chat, you will learn that Spike Dragon always pops for a Carolyn lift. Oh, planting that giant baby up top. Into the leg submission. Starfleet win. And a damn tasty matchup. %100 rating. I mean, I did say it was damn tasty. Okay, so semi-main event. It's going to be a battle royal, but not over-the-top battle royal. Pin or submission battle royal. And the rule is basically whoever wins will get the main event title shot next week. So we're going to try and represent everybody here. So from, it'll be Shaolin. In fact, I'll just bring the game, oh, wrong one. I'll bring the game screen back up. So it'll be Shaolin. Oh, no sweat, Dark Flame. You have a great rest of your night. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, because Dark, because you said you were going to have to watch it because you missed it last night. No problem. You have a great night, Dark Flame. Hope to see you here again. Thank you for joining us. And once again, thank you to Effie for bringing so many new friends here to the channel. Alright, so for Firehawk, who of your people would you like? Or do you want me to just do it random? Random. So it'll be Candice Monroe. Okay, we'll do a random one for each of them. So it'll be Martin Phillips from Steel Morgan's group. From Sasha's, it will be May of DJ Troopers. For Senators, it will be El Experto. For Dawnbreakers, it will be Cetra. We'll go ahead and throw one of Geese's in there. Let's see. You, I like you. And one of my own. Let's go ahead and throw in Yokai Matsuda. Okay, so basically, last person standing gets the title shot next week. Hey Tigray, how you doing? We got a big raid earlier. Effie raided us. What a lovely person he is. Now we can't do the bets for this one, because it only gives you 2 options when you do the betting things. Oh! Martin Phillips just yeeting Shaolin with a suplex there. Things will be a bit hectic to start off with. Start getting that bit more cohesive once the numbers are down a bit. No worries, Jen, you get to your bed. You try and get some rest, and I hope you have a good kit. Love you very much, and I hope to see you here next time. Phillips is looking good so far. It's a feeling I know all too well, T. Gray. I'm not that much younger than you. El Experto dodging the suplex from Yukai Matsuda there. And this is the other thing that I prefer, where I prefer Fire Pro over the WWE games, the fact that you can do intergender on this. And like those of you who came in with the Effie raid, well, like I know Effie's obviously a big proponent of intergender wrestling. We are here as well. Like the best way I've heard it put was actually by Speedball Mike Bailey on his own stream a couple of days ago. He was watching a match that was Mio Shirai versus Minoru Suzuki, and he was talking about like the guys who are like, you know, like, oh, I don't want to sell for a woman kind of thing, and he was like, look, if Minoru Suzuki sells for a woman, nobody else has any excuse. It was such a good match, Nikki, yeah. That, and I'd already watched it, but like the Kenta Ricky Marvin match that he showed, that was really, really good. Yeah, Spike Dragon, and as you say, it's a Minoru Suzuki thing, because it's not just women he does that to, he does it to men as well. Like, you could show me, like, Asuka kicking the hell out of most of the WWE roster, and I would have no problem believing it. Oh! Someone's out. Chetra is out. Eliminated by Yukai Matsuda. Oh, speaking of Suzuki, Suzuki style pile driver there. Yeeted out of the ring with the German suplex. Yeah, I mean, Spike Dragon. I remember talking to a friend on Twitter once, and unfortunately, earlier in her life, she had been a victim of domestic abuse, and she said that she couldn't watch intergender wrestling because it reminded her of that. And you know, I'm not like, that's fair enough. I'm not going to tell someone who's been through that how to feel about it. But the ones who equate it to that, even though it's a simulation of a sporting contest, is, you know, that's a bit much. Oh, Yokai Matsuda's gone, eliminated by Shaolin. Fucking boo. No offense, British, but that's my girl. That is 100% true, Kiwi Bird. You look at the amount of abusers and stuff that get like let back into the sport easily, and I include wrestling in that. Well, these ones, Tigray, we've just been doing them by request or picking people at random. Oh, got another elimination. So Martin Phillips is gone. Because I've managed to get quite a few sort of well-renowned Fire Pro creators in the mix. And it's been going, there's been a lot of matches either rando, or I've been trying to encourage people to book interpromotionally, just so that everyone's stuff gets a shot, you know what I mean? Because I don't want it to be like all mostly my people, or mostly someone, like one specific person's people. I want it to be like, because it's a community driven thing, and I want everyone to have a turn, you know what I mean? An all women's show on Sunday. That sounds cool. Feel free to drop the link in the Discord at the time, Tigray. Because we do have a bit in the Discord for like plugging your own stuff. I did not notice until you said that, Swedish, that I'd picked the wrong ring. How you doing, my friend? I've been too enthralled by the match, because it's been very good. SPW Dim. You know, most of the shows I have done, whether it be in Fire Pro or in when I used to do them in the 2K games, were like basically takeoffs of, because instead of SmackDown we had Skelpdown, instead of Raw we had Braw. Braw being a Scottish word for like something that's pretty or beautiful. Instead of NXT we had FTR. Before the FTR team name, by the way. Because the slogan was, the future is bright, the future is after. This match between two personalities, I won't say the names of the dislike it. But do you have a I mean, I'm not sure who you're talking about, Spike Dragon, but like, again, someone who's been through that, I'm not going to tell them how to feel about it, but if they're saying it just because it's a, you know, like a man versus a woman or whatever, then, you know, that's a bit off. Shaolin turning in a good performance here. I mean, hell, that Takara show I mentioned, the one that Chuck Taylor was on, as I said, that was the same one where, that was the one where Kimberly lost the title, and she lost it to Hala Wicked. And that match was phenomenal. So, like, the thing is, because I've seen a lot of people like, you know, berating the fact that people are like, oh, I don't know who Bad Bunny is. Now, I'm going to say, I didn't know who Bad Bunny was, but, like, one, he's very clearly a big star, judging by the reactions that friends of mine have had to him. And two, my viewpoints, outlooks, however you want to put it, should never be used as a barometer of how famous somebody is, because I have never been able to keep up with pop culture. I mean, hell, I'm simming Fire Pro for God's sake. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, wants to get the glory for himself, and does so. We're down to two. We're down to El Experto. And Shaolin low blow into El Magistral. And it will be El Experto getting the title shot next week. See, here's the thing, Kiwi Bird. I usually have the exact same reaction when it's an American footballer they get in as a guest. I didn't know who Gronk was before he showed up in WWE. But then, again, I'm in Scotland, where American football isn't really a big thing here. Exactly, like, the dude's, like, famous. Like, proper famous. And as a big wrestling fan, they would be dumb to not use that to their advantage. Okay, main event time. So main event is going to be for the Twitch.tv Championships. I mean, I am old, Kiwi. But I've been, like, out of touch since, like, I was a teenager, you know? Not through conscious choice or anything, just the mainstream did not often cater to my tastes. And that's fine. And if the mainstream caters to your tastes, then that's fine too. Oh, well spotted on the spam bot there, Chainsaw. I didn't even see it. So as per winning the 8-way last week, do you want to be famous? I mean, I'm streaming Fire Pro, so clearly not. We've got to go for our title match music. No run-ins. It'll be Jarvis Jackson going up against the Pocket Knife Jack Black. The Pocket Knife Jack Black being an alter ego we created for Jetstream Jack, who is a real wrestler here in Scotland. Good friend of mine. He was on a stream the other day and it ended up turning into jokes like, oh, I'm never going to get booked by Ring of Honor now, oh, I'm never going to get booked by New Japan now. And it turned into him being the Pocket Knife Jack Black, and he's our Twitch.tv champion. I mean, I'm sure his music's fine enough. As far as hip-hop stuff goes, I've always leaned more to the sort of like Public Enemy kind of stuff, like old school stuff. But here he comes, the Pocket Knife Jack Black. Representing our faction, Motorcycle Gang Hex Rascals.
Fight.
Oh, wait a minute. Shit. I need to change the speed back. Forgot to do that. Because I'm a dumb idiot. Right, nothing happened there. Everything's fine. See, like, they like lookalikes. I always get like Mick Hucknall or sometimes Heath Slater purely because I'm a redhead.
You know who I am,
Brian! Brian with the red.
but you don't know why I'm here.
Which is funny because I was going to raid Brian when I was done. If anyone doesn't know Brian, IRM stream, Brian does a lot of sports parody stuff. It's very well presented, very funny. Brian's a good guy. You know he's a good guy because he left the wrestling business before everyone else did. I will sort that one out next time, Tigray, because this is the main event. But I will jot it down. Yeah, he's doing an MMA league where everyone fights on a boat to get around like laws, I guess. I mean, that was why I assumed they were on a boat, Brian, to get like international waters, so they could like avoid the law, basically. Oh, Jack eating shit on the elbow. Oh, that was a cool moment, T-Ray. I remember watching that. I was in a bar in Edinburgh. I was with my friend Stu, who the Super Pro Wrestle regulars will know as Albino. We were with Sarah Marie Taylor and Dickie Divers, and like we all popped for that. Like not just lifting him up, but like carrying him across the ring was so impressive. And one that I don't think gets spoken enough about in terms of like feats of strength in wrestling.
Give up.
The one of the ones that I saw was feat of strength. It was actually by Nixon Newell, who obviously now is Tegan Knox in NXT, where she gave a wrestler who I won't name because of speaking out, but she gave a wrestler an airplane spin, and this wrestler was about like twice the size of her, which was very physically impressive. Jackie going for the dive again. Realised he was off target. And Jervis continuing to work the extremities. And funnily enough, at that same night, there was a match that a lot of people now would probably call a dream match. It was not him, British. I'm not going to say who it was other than it was a Scottish wrestler. Where was it? Yeah, there was another match that same night because it was on that aforementioned Chikara show, and it was the opening match of the main show. Was Nixon Newell, again obviously now Tegan Knox, against Heidi Lovelace, who is now Ruby Riott. It was a very good match. Oh, Heidi rules. Tornado DDT from Jack there. Liv's really good as well. Like, I wasn't sold on her at first. Like, I was one of the people that was like, I don't know when she got called up to the main roster, but she's knocked out at the park. Happy to eat my words on that one. I don't think I saw that Tigray. Although, I haven't watched, like, this year I watched the Rumbles. Not the Royal Rumble show itself, but just the Rumbles. Didn't pay for them, obviously, because LOL, giving WWE money. But I watched, besides those in last year's Rumbles, I haven't watched WWE regularly since Kofi lost the title. Yeah, the thing is with WWE, whatever my opinions on it, like, as much as there's a lot of really good wrestlers there that I would love to see given the opportunity to be more creative, I'm not going to fault them for making their money. That fucking headlock again! I really need to change that headlock to the one that doesn't result in submissions. Nonetheless, your new Twitch.tv champion, Jervis Jackson. And that'll do it for this episode of WRESTLEVERSE. Be sure to tune in this Friday where we come back at you with Friday Banjo